Muy buenas, bienvenidos a una entrega más de Metal Gear Solid 5. Vamos a ver qué nos depara el juego hoy. Bueno, si oís de fondo a gente, es que tengo colegas en casa. A ver, continuar. Madre.
Boss, I know you haven't been back long, but I prepared a list of missions for you. Open your iDroid.
Sí, pero parece que yo doy órdenes. Pero lo que te digo, con el mando de Xbox, tío, me lío muchísimo. A ver, en principio es aquí, vale. Estas son las misiones. ¿No? Te aparece aquí, tú eliges la misión. Informe previo. Qué guapo, puedes elegir las misiones. Vamos a hacer esta primera. RT, panel de control. RT, ¿qué coño es esto? No hay grabaciones, vale. Pues vamos a hacer esta primera. Ah, no, son grabaciones, coño.
Bueno, eso es lo que vas encontrando, pero puedes oír cuando quieras.
Anda, hostia.
Te han dado trozos de historia.
You were hospitalized in Dekelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain. Why Dekelia? The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto.
Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety.
Yo muchas veces a mí me pasa lo
Cypher
mismo.
went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally. That's how badly they wanted you dead.
Tiene mucha historia este juego, de güey.
He said I was in a British military hospital.
Sí, pero ya sería ideal que te lo tradujesen.
Greek accent.
They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Dekelia is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all.
Eso está bien.
What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south.
Not yet.
No, ¿sabes? Si
Cyprus
Metal
dispute
destaca
is
por
a
eso.
long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in 74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Between them, the Green Line, the UN established.
And Dekelia sits right on top of it.
It does. Part of the buffer zone between the two groups. Another reason it was the perfect place to hide you. Easy to spot any outsiders snooping around.
So how do things stand?
Now, last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is an independent state, though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America. They all have their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other. But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control.
Tranquilo
Grudge is like death.
que no te va a pasar nada. Que son diferentes. Porque yo no sé si el 3 influye con los del 2 o el 2 que influye con el 1. Que no he jugado al Nier.
Each nation's arrogance only
Por eso
breeds
pasan los
anarchy.
años y vemos el
The
estado.
world is paralyzed by this hunger for revenge.
En el 84 creo que era.
Sí que hay una evolución. No, vale.
Bueno, esto es ruido.
You're up.
We're changing ships.
We can't go sailing the Suez in a whaler.
The Suez
O
Canal.
sea, yo en principio para la misión principal los que tengo que ver parece ser que son las amarillas, ¿no?
Once they finish,
Las que son estas parece ser que son las que son relevantes.
Can you stand?
Bueno, es que no has visto.
No he visto ninguna.
Container ship for passage through the Suez.
¿Eh?
Our destination is Pakistan.
No ya, pero es que no, para empezar la misión estaba empezando ya, pero me ha dicho que revisase los cassettes para poder ir a la misión.
We'll travel to
Exactamente.
Khyber Pass by road.
And then
Continue on horseback. Afghanistan
Eso sí que me acuerdo.
are under Soviet control.
Pues se ve que sí, que vamos a tener que estar un ratito aquí.
Narrow, winding path through the mountains. We'll do
Lo bueno es que si no nos enteramos luego está la grabación.
guerrilla tactic. They use the higher ridges to
Lo bueno de los gameplay.
Then they charge down the mountains for ambushes.
Bueno, recordaros que este vídeo lo podéis ver en HD,
Counter strategy.
que cuesta un montón subirlos, con una conexión pésima, pero
better horses than
merece la pena verlos en
Make for
HD.
good physiotherapy. Take the time to get used to that new one.
Hostia, yo he visto los del Battlefield cuando grababa a 600, tía, se nota,
in the Los Angeles Olympics, primarily because the United States has made no attempt to guarantee the safety of the Soviet Union's athletes. The United States is increasingly demonstrating the belief that the issue has nothing to do with its preparations, and in fact this is retaliation for the Western nations' boycott of the previous Moscow Olympics. That concludes today's news.
That's quite some news. The Soviet Union not attending the LA Olympics? Yeah. Andropov's death has changed some things. They're calling it revenge for the Western boycott of the Moscow Olympics. Countries boycotted the Moscow Olympics? Yes. In protest of the Soviet Union's invasion of Afghanistan. Over 50 countries were absent. It's too bad I didn't get to see Yamashita's judo. When the 40th Army crossed the Amu River 4 years ago, détente went right out the window. The U.S. Congress chose not to ratify SALT II, and Reagan's hardline politics won him the presidency in a landslide. According to him, the Soviet Union's an evil empire. A second Cold War. And there's been no end to regional conflicts and civil wars. Lebanon, the Falklands, Grenada, Iran, Iraq. The story never changes. Egypt and Israel did sign a peace treaty. But then the driving force on the Egyptian side, President Sadat, was assassinated afterward. Apparently his actions were considered a betrayal of his fellow Arabs. Islamic extremists? Yes. Fundamentalist extremists have been responsible for some bold acts of terrorism in recent years. We've had extremist students in Iran take U.S. embassy workers hostage, and suicide bombings in Lebanon. Over 300 foreign soldiers stationed there.
¿El 1 no está ahí?
Countries have yet to
Ah, bueno, es que el 1 es de la 1.
dealing with terrorism. Afraid of losing
¿No?
their own men.
El 1 no es de la 1, el metal.
Handing private forces a gold.
Entonces a lo mejor por eso no está en el remasterizado.
Small armies with no national affiliation working for the highest bidder. That's right.
Yo empecé uno que empezabas en un barco.
After Mother Base went down, they began spreading to meet the soaring
Y Snake estaba muy
Miller's
joven.
organization is just one of many PFs now. The entire world
Sí, no, era de de la trilogía esta remasterizada.
needs you two.
A ver, dame...
Miller told me about what happened in the Caribbean 9 years ago. You do remember Miller. You'd formed a private army with
Es que los amarillos hay que verlos por cojones. Es decir, no los podemos saltar. No, porque me ha dicho que los vea. Y de hecho están en amarillo. ¿Ves? Arriba que pone información y un 9 parpadeando.
Still all a mess, huh?
O sea, tengo que ver 9 de estos.
Facts as they were told to me. I've gone easy on you up until now.
Pues creo que no.
This is where the hard stuff begins.
Y además da igual. Para hacer el gameplay lo voy a dejar.
Before you entered your coma.
Tranquilo que si no fuese gameplay ya los hubiese intentado pasar.
Basically
Y
mercenaries.
luego ya tranquilamente
Miller was
verlos.
among them. Miller was trying to find a way to turn his and your talents into a line of
¿Dónde
work. He
cojones?
was looking to start a business where you would fight on behalf of others around the world, those who needed military force.
Sí.
But the reality was, at that time, you didn't have enough gear to equip your own men.
La del
Then Miller
demo.
came across
¿Qué
this
demo?
client.
La de la beta.
It was a huge job he was offering, but you had a shot at pulling it
No, lo
off.
sé, que yo no juego a la
You
beta.
accepted it and headed into Costa Rica. The client even threw in an offshore facility in the Caribbean. The Mother Base. That would be your
Y que
new
yo
base
jugué
of
es al
operations.
2.
Miller
Que es cuando
sure
Snake,
did
si
that
te
for
fijas,
business.
en el 2 ese
As your
Snake es
mission
más
went on,
joven.
your unit grew and grew. More
Luego
weapons,
está el
more
Metal
weapons.
Gear, el
Before you
Pearl
knew it, you were
Walker,
commanding 300
que no he
men.
jugado. Yo he jugado solo al principio del 2, que apareces en un barco, y al 3. Lógicamente, el 3 es el dios de los juegos.
You were just too damn successful for
De
your
los que
own
encima son largos.
You, your men, had worn out your welcome. Everyone was out for you. East, West, First World, Third. It was only a matter of time before someone took you down. And that was XOF. Officially, they're an anti-terror unit under the CIA. In reality,
Sí,
they're
ahí.
Cypher's private strike force. They lured you to Cuba using Chico, the Nicaraguan revolutionary kid, and Paz, a mole who worked for Cypher as bait. While you were gone, XOF, posing as a nuclear inspection team, stormed Mother Base. At the same time, C4 they placed on the strut legs went off. The whole thing went down in minutes. XOF. Kisses and hugs followed by a big FU. All because of Miller's blind spot. A back door into Mother Base no one suspected. You remember a certain scientist. Huey was responsible for bringing the inspection team on board, giving the enemy a perfect opportunity to hit you at home. You were returning from Cuba when it happened. Mother Base came damn close to taking you with it into the Caribbean. Those of your men out on assignment returned right away. They refused to believe the wreckage in the water they found was Mother Base. But they checked the coordinates again and again, until reality finally settled in. You were supposed to die that day. That was XOF's primary objective. As far as most folks know, you did. The first doctor to see you wasn't even sure what he was looking at. Before they'd even finished operating, your men moved you to that hospital in Cyprus. It was a woman named Eva who arranged that. Rings a bell, huh? Most men in your condition would have been written off right from the start. But you survived. You went straight down to hell, and they pulled you out. Your eye wide open. Full of venom. The days of naked Snake are long gone. Welcome back, Venom Snake. This world still needs you. Here, Snake, try this on. A prosthetic arm. Yeah, Miller was calling it the arm that wasn't there. The physiotherapy's going well. Your arm's bulked up enough for it to fit. There. Perfect. A little time with it, and it'll work better than the real thing. What do you think? I can still feel my real arm. Well, you better get used to this one quick. You have any pain? Every now and then. Where? My fingertips. My left fingertips. Sounds like Phantom.
Bueno, aquí, cuando acabamos de escuchar estas 7 grabaciones que quedan, cortaré y volveré a ponerlo, porque si no, es un poquito coñazo. Así que el que quiera ver las grabaciones, lo tendrá solo exclusivo la grabación. Pero para el gameplay estará separado. Si no, te puedes cagar. Y aún así ya verás, será 20 minutos. 20-25 minutos van a ser seguros, ¿eh? No.
Colors, huh? Well, that's not a major concern in and of itself, but it could mean the difference between life and death in the field. You'll need to watch out for that. I will. All right. You should continue your physio. We'll be arriving soon. It's the last chance you'll get. Snake, I wanted to ask you about the man on fire. What do you remember from the hospital? Anything we can use? Well, he took off the moment the sprinkler started up.
Bueno, parece ser que ya nos queda una 30 segundos y este gameplay parará y ahora volveré. No, continuaré.
And then it started to rain. And he disappeared. Water against fire. Is it that simple? I mean, it makes sense. It's just hard to believe it would work on a guy like that.